mindset to have is that if you approach any given note and you can't envision hitting every other note with the same approach, then it's wrong. So in other words, you might be able to go goo, 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 and kind of reach for it. And some people are inclined to go, yeah, okay, I feel good about that because I hit that note, and maybe that's even a half step or a whole step higher than I normally get. And that's kind of the way we measure our progress. But the reality is you should be able to go so far above that. And the only way that happens is if you attack every note the same way. So in your mind, you kind of are doing this. Goo, 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 goo. Right? You get this depth and you approach every note the same way, regardless of where it is in your range, regardless of whether you're going to slip or you're looking for the approach to every single note that's going to translate to every other note just as successfully. That's how you train indifference over whether you're singing high notes or lower notes. There's no such thing as a high note. There's just other notes. The only reason you think there are high notes is because you actually approach them differently than the lower notes, and the way that we end up approaching those high notes makes them more difficult. Whenever you listen to a singer and you go, how in the world is it so easy for them? You think of like a Tori Kelly or something like that, where she can just hit all the notes with all the power and all the runs and all the thing, and you go, why does it sound so easy? It's because it is. Yeah. It is that easy, and she has the expectation that it's going to be easy. And unless you approach those notes with the expectation that it's going to be easy, you leave open the possibility in your brain to find a solution that's not easy.
That's so true.
And so you end up, all your experience says that hitting these high notes is more difficult. You develop the belief that high notes are more difficult. And then the brain goes, okay, well, I can find a way to allow them to be more difficult, so that it aligns with what your expectation is. Yeah. On the other hand, when you get a singer like a Phil Wickham or a Tori Kelly or whatever, where it's just so easy, it makes other singers mad. It's so easy for them. Yes, it was probably easy for them from day one. But what that did is it created the expectation that it would always be easy.
True.
And that expectation has a huge influence over how people strive to solve problems, i.e., how do I hit this or approach this particular note? Mm-hmm. How do I sing this note the way that I really want to? So you have to kind of suspend your momentary belief that it's going to be more difficult and instead look for the approach. And that's why I always go way beyond what you, like way past, way higher than what you think you need to work on. Because, if you can reach that note, then that note is easy. If you can reach that note, then that note's easy, right?